4x200 Class 2 boys winning team. Sure, you had a grand time on Saturday and is probably still celebrating, lads.
Jaleel Haley, very, very impressive runner. Only 15 years old. How great was it for you over the weekend? Because usually the Jamaican schools dominate Gibson relays, but you Canadians gave them a lot to think about over the weekend. How was it for you?
For me personally, it was a good experience, good exposure to go to Jamaica and run. Because usually when I travel for running, I only go like to the States and stuff like that. So for me, it felt good to be able to come to Jamaica and win the 4x2 Class 2 boys with my guys.
Yeah, talk to us about your development as an athlete. You're still only 15 years old, but you're already 6 feet 2 inches tall. You may get as tall as Usain Bolt 6'5".
So when I was in grade 4, I ran my first school track meet back in Canada. And after my races, I came first in the 200, and I did the hurdles, but I don't do hurdles anymore. After I ran those races, I went to cities and won at cities in the 200. And my dad, he saw that he had a vision that I could be good at track, so he put me in a club. And ever since then, I've been training, and now I'm here.
Your dad is Jamaican and actually ran for Jamaica College here, I'm told.
Yeah.
Your mom is also Jamaican, but you were born in Toronto, weren't you?
Yeah. So my dad, back when he used to live in Jamaica, he ran for Jamaica College.
Yeah.
His nickname was Dog.
Dog?
Yeah. He said when he steps.
I won't ask why, but go ahead, yeah.
When he steps on the track, they just start barking.
He told you that, or you saw evidence of that?
He told me.
Oh, he told you that, but you believe him though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His friends tell me.
His friends tell you. All right. How serious are you about track and field? Because at 15, 22:07, your PB for 200 meters, you look to have a lot of quality, and as I said, you have the size and you look to have the desire. How far do you want to take this?
Well, after high school, I want to go to university, try and get a D1 scholarship for track, and then the goal is to go pro. Yeah, track.
Who are your idols? Who are the athletes that inspire you at the moment?
Well, my main three, of course, first Usain Bolt. Second is Andre DeGrasse, and third is Noah Lyles.
Well, three big names there for sure.
Yeah.
And DeGrasse being a Canadian is in your territory.
Yeah.
So you can look closely at him for inspiration. Talk to us quickly about your training and how difficult is training. I know there are athletes who love training, some athletes don't like training, and sometimes coaches push you really hard. Is there, at 15 years old, for you, a love for training, or is your big moment just competing in front of crowds?
Well, me personally, training, I know it's gonna make me better, so I thrive and I like training. Sometimes after school, because we have training after school for about like 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes the workouts hard, really hard, but you gotta push through and just get through the workout to get better every day. Yeah, keep doing what I'm doing.
In the past year, you were voted Flying Angels High School Athlete of the Year, but you had won a similar award before, didn't you? Could you talk to us about that?
I think it was 2021 that I had won the Athlete of the Year for elementary boys.
And you were probably 12 years old at the time?
I think about 12, yeah. So I had won that award for elementary boys, and I had ran a couple of records that year for elementary in the 200, 60, and yeah, I think that's it.
About Saturday, it was very evident from the heats that the Flying Angels team would be a force to be reckoned with. Can you talk to us about your experience on Saturday and how things went from the heats? Because I thought, based on your performances in the heats, the fans really recognized that your team would have been a handful in the final later in the evening.
So for me and my team, we came in knowing that we could win because we trained, we made sure we're ready for everything that we go through, and we came into the race confident. Obviously, my first leg, Jordan, the confident guy. He's always happy, always ready to run. Kerwin, my guy right there. He just moved to Canada a couple months ago, actually. And then Sean, he always does his thing on the third. killer right there. But yeah, we came into the race, and as the race started, our handoffs were kind of shaky. But once I seen Nishan coming around the bend on the third leg, and he was winning it. Once I got the baton, the only thing that was in my head was to get it to the line first. So that's what I did.
Well, Jaleel will be looking out for the name Jaleel Haley because we see a lot of quality in your performances and your team overall. And we wish you the best of luck, Ricardo and Mariah, with your coach and some others from the Flying Angels who we're anxious to hear from. Take it away, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much to you, Lance. Yeah, we're pleased to be joined by head coach and founder Earl Letfoot, and of course assistant head coach